And let me be real with you, man. I just had this weird dream that this light skinned chick that is like in a black jewel that I know tried to come take my life for. She tried to give me some head in my dream. And she said in the dream, she tried to give me oral sex. In the dream, she says, hold on, just now I was just giving you sucking your dick, but it was so cold and minty. And then she started sucking my dick, and then she says, hold on, it's not, is it cold and minty? This is some type of other flavor I'm getting. She's like, it tastes so fruitful. And then she started sucking my dick again, and then I almost came like a pre-ejaculation, but it was so much. And then she says, but it's cold and she said, hey, here we go, it's cold and minty. I said, oh my god. I said, yo, listen, man. Yeah, I stuck my finger in the mouth in the dream, and I just took back my sperm. I said, this is not for wasting the dream, and then I woke up and shit. And listen, man, let me tell you a quick story about physics, life, and certain things that another person needs to know about how real in life and stuff, man, because another person wouldn't realize how real situations are. Let me explain something to you. There was these chicks that's not alive no more. Let me tell you about this story about your homeboy, this one dude named, these four dudes named Rags and Bleeding shit, right? Their mothers, their mothers' names were H.A. right? But Liv's name was Love, but I changed her name because he tried to kill the 10 astrological empresses of the Jews. Of Love. I wanted to do empresses my wife. I was older than her and educating her of love, but because she dishonored my wife and she didn't know what was going on at the time, and then she tried to lie about the situation, I changed her name to Liz because when they went to go murder her, I was like, no, just let her live and stuff, man. You don't want somebody just sleeping a certain type of way like that and creeping up on them while they sleep and stuff. My son knew what I was sleeping about. So, you know, I started doing stuff, right? I said her son, you know, Rags killed the enemy, and caused, Rags' age caused the rest of them because he was like the white hair one, a certain type of way. He looked like me. I'm the real Abbott, right? But Rags is a handsome man. Also, he tried to act like he was me, and he was manipulating the astrological emphasis of different astrological cues because Rags is a star being also. My son was a star being. So he had white hair. He had long white hair. He had like a grayish white eyes or bluish eyes at the time. And he tried to lie to the other empresses, and then his brothers, and Edge, he had gold hair, and then he had like orangey, like Edge had like sky blue eyes and also orangey eyes. No, he had sky blue eyes, but like a golden hair, like golden hair. Blade had no, Edge had orangey eyes, with like golden hair. Blade had a reddish orange hair with like some hazel eyes and stuff, right? And then Shield, he had like a dark brown hair, and his eyes were like a chestnut gold or light gold eyes and stuff, right? But they were Asian. They looked like my Star Water wives were different. They were different. They didn't have the same type of features. They had the features they had was like my family of the men. They had similar features to certain branch of my family of the men and stuff. You know, they look. There was some of the Joe Empress's children kind of really resembled them. Like you couldn't tell them apart a certain type of way because the way I educated their skills when it came to the higher acknowledgement and enlightenment of life and stuff. So the education I gave them when it came to their physical education. I'm not gonna tell you the name of the movie where you can see them and stuff. They were highly skilled in the arts and in the physical reality. And they always, at that time, they used to wonder what was gonna happen to me. I was a man of purity. I used to tell them, you have to wear white. I I used to tell them, when you're gonna die, you have to wear white. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're fighting, you have to wear white. Because I'm the real avid white. So you know, their mother, there was the north, south, west, and east. You know, and then you had the 10 Jew empresses at the time that was also an education, and they used to go into like martial art house battles, and they used to you know have to go against people, and then if an individual was from a house and the continuance of had a child, they had to be complete. That was one of the tasks of being complete when going, fighting one of them, and they tried to kill a lot of my sons and stuff as they was being complete. And I used to look at them, they didn't realize what was going on at the time. And I used to look at them like, oh my God, this is, I used to go to them and say, well, listen, when y'all go to this house and y'all gonna go fight, y'all gotta look real nice and pretty. Because I own the land. I own the region of Japan. And I was like, yo, y'all gotta be dressed up real fly and nice and stuff. Y'all gotta be real pretty. Y'all gotta wear white. I used to tell them like, yo, y'all gotta wear white, but they didn't understand what was going on. I was like, oh, you're gonna realize, what I'm talking about at the time. Yo, this is where y'all going to go fight and shit because I'm gonna end up dying around these type of situations. And they had a movie about that. I used to be fly back in the days. I used to run around like the Asian Superman and shit. But me, I'm highly skilled in martial arts, so it's like I'm like how can I say this? The mega ninja, but anyway, you know, niggas back all types of situations. I was nice. I was real nice with it. My sons were real nice also. Really skilled. They were so skilled. They used to give the niggas a pre-prime chance a run for their habitation. For real. So let me tell you about one day these individuals decided to go on some pussy venture and try to sex my concubines and my wives and the girls I was marrying into the family. And, at the time I was also known as Zeus. So, and, Rags tried to act like he was Zeus for a long time. Still to this day, I heard he was acting like he was Zeus and manipulating and lying to a lot of people. He did it so much he almost fucked up the relationship between me and my wife Blanca at the time until she realized the nigga lied to her and the nigga was trying to kill her and then he almost gave her some type of sexual transmitted disease because he wasn't the soulmate of her and I had to literally enter her earth at the time and conquer the physical reality because she wouldn't die from a sexually transmitted disease. It was her, um, my wife China, because when Rags try to sex inside the family and manipulating her because she didn't know the difference, she didn't realize the difference at the time because, when I was moving around, I was with my other wives in other places, and the nigga Rags, he tried to continue the love of some type of situation I had in her astrological tree, and he wasn't supposed to be there because I had other sons I was already, fulfilling that situation. This is the movie Braveheart. Now you know about the movie Braveheart. Um, it, Braveheart. What's his name? Mel Gibson is shit. Another person want to tell you that, there's a couple of them that look, don't get mistaken with some of them because Mel Gibson tried to kill some of my other sons every time. But that's the real shield and stuff. That's a Liv mother. This girl, matter of fact, there's a picture of her in a Shaolin Temple martial arts school where she's wearing Puerto Rican shorts and stuff. Because the mother, she used to disguise herself a certain type of way to humble her features a little bit. Because she used to want to break into the houses and murder the children because of what she did. And that was Liv. Her name is Love, her name is Liv. She made a picture where she was crouching down listening to the ground, the vibration of the people, of the foundation of the ground, and she was wearing like these shorts. And then she had her elbow like it opened the shorts, like she was giving rats passage in her pussy because she was barren. And let me tell you why she was barren. All right, because of what? It was rags, shield. It was rags and shield that did it, and then after a while, graded. Edge. Edge did it also. Edge looked like Moses from Hercules. Another person would have thought, he looked like me when I was Genesis now. Edge never looked like Genesis. Edge looked like the Moses from Hercules. And at a time when Edge used to humble his features, he used to manipulate my wife Helen. Edge, I'm the real Troy. He would try to go in the system looking like Troy. He would look like the because when I was educating him in certain martial arts um you know edge situation, I made him go into the movie Troy one time to show them the different forms because I'm the real Greek, so there was a time I thought something was gonna happen, so I'm the real Troy. I'm the one that really started the original movie Troy, the original movie Troy. And my wife was in the movie, and I if you really take a look at me, I'm the real Troy, man. You should really take a look at me. I'm the real Brooke. I'm the real Troy. But another person ain't gonna realize what I'm speaking about. You gotta watch Danicus, the House of Barry artist to know the intricacies of what happened concerning his mother and stuff because his mother was like hooked on coke and shit. So, because after a while she didn't care. She just wanted to kill me anyway, so she didn't care. And then one time when I was in the house and stuff, he tried to manipulate me and make me sleep with Liz and stuff, and I tried to kill her on live television. You gotta watch Spartacus, the Achilles series. One time they painted me in gold and stuff, and they tried to make me sleep with her through time, like when a person wasn't realizing, and I was educating one of my other sons about something else and showing him how to control the house, just in case something happened to me in a physical reality. And then he started while I was running the house, the nigga he married a half and half chick, you know, and I was the head of the backyardist house, so I had went in like a gladiator all the time. So, in different scenes he tried to murder me because the chick he was trying to murder me. And one of my sons that I had, he was learning a point of enlightenment. And as I'm controlling the house and stuff, when I realized the chick that he was marrying, I was too dangerous because the energy that she was using was more than his education because she was highly skilled in certain ways. And there was natural order to his astrological tree and my other son. So I said, let me just go in and watch the situation a certain way. So she started taking coke, influencing the girl because the energies could take a body. So my wife, because we were supposed to protect the astrological tree, but she was vengeful. She started taking coke and stuff, and she tried to kill that yard. She said she couldn't get pregnant. She said, I can't get pregnant. She started talking to the nigga a certain type of way, and and then you got to see you got to see Edge in the movie. Edge was Edge looked like the Andre the Giant, but he looked like not Andre the Giant. That was Shield, but you got to see Shield in the movie also because Shield started fucking on the movie. Yeah, Shield, Shield used to manipulate the way he wanted to look a certain type of way at the time. Shield was what's his Crixus. Crixus. Shield was Crixus in the movie, and they tried to kill my son Star also. The nigga went against to go kill my son Star in the movie and shit. Star realized how she tried to steal his dick because when she tried to give Star a sexually transmitted disease, the nigga almost killed her. The nigga was like, bitch. The nigga tried to kill the bitch. The nigga, oh man, the nigga tried to kill the bitch. The nigga started choking her and shit. And then she almost died. But that was because the spirits were part of the house, and it, and the way they maintain certain things is like it's funny. Like right now, I'm feeling something because the guy in the next room, Bill. I don't know. I they handled Rags already, but for some reason, you know, I think Bill's Rags. The guy in the next room, but he called himself Bill because I'm the real a person when they tell a person like I'm the real Bill Clinton a person when they about something. So I'm the real Bill Gates, but I'm the real Bill Gates, the billionaire himself, But I'm the head of the Clinton family, and another person doesn't know what's going on when it comes to the Clintons, right? But I think when they get Bill inside the guy out here, the one that every time in the video you hear him speaking like and then going out to today, I think that's right. But he's just looking different a certain type of way. It seems to look really like Rags for certain, through time or certain type of way. But Rags is more of a slender man. He manipulates his form a certain type of way because, through time and he went after I'm Emperor Chin and I'm the real Titan. He went after a document concerning the real Titans and it was called the I Ching. And he went after the magic and then that's almost into the Titan galaxy a certain type of way. And when the Titans were going to murder him because he didn't realize the Titans were way more than him. And then it was this type of situations. I had no nuclear situations so nobody could know about the physics and they would have handled him so he started disguising himself through time, but I think that's really good, but other person wouldn't believe I'm having a dream, I'm renting an apartment and I happen to end up here. Let me explain what everything that's going on. So you know, uh you have my son, the Edge, he looks like he looks like me when I'm touring and stuff, but he looks like Yoda. He really looks like Yoda. You ever got watch Hercules, the Hercules cartoon? He's a more handsome version of Yoda. If you want to see them in American or Caucasian form, he looks like Yoda. Or he'll look like Troy a certain type of way. Or, and, and then, you have my other son, it, he, Edge also looks like Jesse from Full House. Right? Like if you want to see him Caucasian, if you really want to know what he looks like Caucasian, right? He looks like Jesse from Full House. Also. Like that's how he really looks. That's it, right? But he's more Asian. Like if you want to see them, what they really look like, they're really Asian, and they look Asian, like a real Asian look. But if they're looking Caucasian, if you really want to see the enlightenment of the condition of the elements, a certain type of way, he looks like Jesse from Full House. And then you have the other one that be giving Dontar problems, and that's Blade and shit, and Blade looks like what was the other one? He looks like Kennedy from the news station, the television show Hannity. But that's not what Blade looks like. Blade really looks like he was on Full House also. Blade looks like the comedian Joey. Joey. Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey. He's like Joey. But that's the discrepancy right there because they tried to break into the Triple Crown Empresses astrological tree. So when they went to go infiltrate the Triple Crown Empress's astrological tree while I was hurting recovering, they went on the television show and I think he tried to kill Joey. Like the real Joey of the Triple Crown Empresses, he tried to kill her, you know? He tried to kill one of my wives that was a Triple Crown Empress. You know, I don't want to tell you exactly my wife because, you know, there was so many, you know. He tried to kill my my wife, you know, my wife is always wonderful. She's a Triple Crown Empress. She's filthy. She's filthy. Like all of them are filthy with this situation, but not not my wife. The love of Triple Crown Empress. He tried to kill my wife of value of the Triple Crown Empress. The Triple Crown Empress is of value, and then he tried to manipulate and people didn't realize what he really looked like and stuff because he manipulated people through a lot of time, but he was an act on Full House, you know. If you know when he was that gone for you know, because you gotta know when it happened a certain type of way. You know, you know, around that time, a lot of niggas when during the time of the Galactic, during the time of certain things, the sequences of the Galactic War, when those individuals try to go in the system and they try to infiltrate other individuals and then you know, another person thought it was lookalikes, and then when I used to view the footage, and my son used to question it, and I used to go look, oh, no, I know who that is. I had to go make the television show V. I had to go make the television show V and stuff because I was like, oh, there you go, we're gonna go to Clone Wars. I said, there we go, Star Wars. These niggas starting the Star Wars. It's these niggas. And then I finally figured out, and then there was no forgiving them for a certain type of situation. You know, and then they knew some sacred magic from within of a moon certain type of way, and you know, I had to, you know, I had to stop the magic and stuff before the nigga tried to kill the people in my vitamins. And you know, the reason of the magic is to protect their mother's sacredcy because the mother was highly skilled in martial arts. Very highly skilled. Like you know, I think she was more skilled than a specialist. People that were international security more than a specialist. She could really handle something. Her mother was one of the bitches from Total. You ever seen the movie when I was on social media? You know, the Conan the Barbarian. You know, that's another way. This nigga, this nigga. The Blade looks, you know, Blade, Blade, Blade look like Conan on a social media. You know, when I was in Total Recall, when I made the movie for his sequence and for certain of my sons, it was Total Recall. His mother, you know, Blade, Blade, Blade's mother, Lay, they look like literally the chick from Puerto Rico. You know? And then you had then you had Show's mother in there also. You know, they showed you, you know, they showed you they went at it with each other and stuff. But Ray was gonna whip her ass, but they could have whipped her ass. Ray showed you in the allegory in the art. Ray showed you she was more skilled than her. That she would have really whipped her ass in the show. You know, because Ray was more skilled than her. But Ray was the chick when I lost my memory, and she lied to everybody. Said, "No, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. You know, it'll be alright." She said, "It'll be alright," and then she tried to, you know, she tried to kill me and stuff. You know, because she didn't want me to get my memory back. She was scared for me to get my memory back. And she was the chick that was, you know, the girlfriend from Total Recall and shit, you know. You know, when I played Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall, because I was, you know, those were the corner sequences, you know, and then she tried to kill me. She tried to, like, you know, I had to save Mars. the planet Mars. I'm the one that saved the real planet Mars and stuff, but other people couldn't know what I was doing at the time because while I was saving the planet, and then we were having a galactic war, and other people would have realized, I had so much planet, so I had to save the planet. So, you could check the energy of the planet already know. You could really check and then assure that I'm the one that really saved it. But I saved Mars, and then you know, shit, the bitch lady tried to kill me and shit. I said, but you sure? I said, well, you would have thought Shay was Ray and Ray was Shay, but really, I'll tell you the truth because I don't gotta hide from them. The bitch who totally called my wife was really Shay. The girlfriend was really Shay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It was really Shay. The girlfriend, and then Dave's mother looking into the girlfriend and shit. Dave's mother looked like the girlfriend of American Gangster that married Denzel Washington. The real Jennifer Lopez. Amazing color, or you see her in the television show, the one with Al Bundy and stuff. She look a little better than that, but she look like Jennifer Lopez. The mother really like Jennifer. Okay, see. She because she let you know they used to reside in Japan, and then when you see them in the real Asian form, they're extremely pretty. But the mother, Shay was the girl from Puerto Rico. The girl. Then you had Rag's mother, and she was extremely pretty. Rag's mother, but nobody really ever seen her and stuff. A certain type of way. I'll tell you what she looked like though. Rag's mother made a couple of appearances on screen before, even if you in the physical reality, but she looked like she was I could tell you Rag's mother. You remember the movie with Jackie Chan? Was it no? Was it Jackie Chan or Jet Li? Which one was it? Was it Jet Li? When the monkey god or something, and they were doing the martial arts with the stick or stuff, and stuff, and then he wanted to learn his martial arts, and then she attacked the nigga. She attacked the nigga with the cloth and shit. She was fighting the chick. He was fighting the chick in the other guy's house, in the main house or something. And then nigga was whatever. And then she started fighting and shit, and she ended up falling over the cliff and shit. She kind of looked like her, but she had white hair. And like real white, like a real whitish blue eyes and stuff. Yeah, I remember. She's extremely pretty. Extremely pretty. She reminds me of there was a girl that where I lived in 4023 Avenue K. There was a girl that lived her boyfriend, her black boyfriend, because she was just trying to get an assassin. She was hoping that they would Minister Society or Players Club 9. They were just watching this certain type of way. She used to be with the guy. She used to come around at nighttime or afternoon time and stuff. And then she used to go in the guy's house and stuff. And everybody used to wonder why this black guy got this light skin girl. But she looked like one of the empresses of era also. They're like, why does the black guy got this light skin girl? and it was going in the house. They lived in a house where it had like a clear structure door. The guy had a sister that was kind of fat and big and stuff. But that was just the main condition of the bacterial infection of a certain family that Rags married into and stuff. But the main condition of the cleansing, you gotta see Scorpion King Part 3 to see this type of situation I'm speaking about. It's like charm, a certain type of way. The girl, Rag's mother, looks like the girl I used to be in the house. She looked like she tried to infiltrate the Chin family, but the Chin family, the magic of my family, a certain type of way that I made for them, was so powerful that they can't do it. He tried to favor them so much, and then he tried to be an assassin for the family, but he was gonna end up killing the family within the numbers, and then not into it until the mother finished killing every kind of black woman of the Chin family because they really hated me. And then he tried to get me Rags was there in Kings County psychiatric facility. He tried to get people to take me, and then he tried to kill my son in what is that, Pineapple Express, the movie and stuff. He tried to kill my son that was a part of the Chin family, Pineapple Express, the movie, but he didn't realize the person he tried to kill in that movie was really Genghis Khan's family, my son Genghis Khan. Then there was a situation because, how I know that you didn't know the difference of the family because, you thought the nigga was the Chin family, because the Chin family was there. The Chin family went to go murder. He couldn't murder him because he done dipped in the movie. And my son Genghis Khan is the family of my son Genghis Khan came, my son was in the movie. And while he was there, I'm watching it in the psychiatric mental facility. I'm like, wait a minute, that's my other son. I said, yeah, that's my family, Genghis Khan. I said, that's my other son. What was he doing in the movie? I just didn't say nothing at the time, but I seen, like, when they did the scene, if I was at home, they had it on cable. I could change the channel when I had the remote, but they put the movie on. They had other people in the psychiatric facility. I guess it was identified. There was like probably a little civil war going on at the time. They were saying, what is it? What was going on? They said with the terrorist group. What was it called? It was some terrorist group that was going around at the time. It was like 2015, 2006, 2016 was happening. There was a terrorist group. What was the name of the terrorist group? They were going all over, killing people and all types of things. It was all over the news and stuff, because I guess they were voting, and there was like some real, I guess people wanted some real control, and it had to do with the people from Japan because of the future technology and Korea and stuff, because that's when we were going after Kim Jong-un. My other family, I told you, every signature Asia is here, so they were going after my other family, Kim Jong-un. And then, when my son was in the movie, the guy had the remote, and I asked him, I was like, yo, listen, man, let me get the remote to change this channel real quick. And they were like, no, because right before that movie, I was sleeping. But then I woke up because, I played Storm Shadow at a time in the movie G.I. Joe and shit. And then, I woke up for some reason, something was going on. I had some dream about some type of martial arts and this type of stuff in my dream. And I'm like, I got up, like, what's going on? Like, what the hell's going on? I just went to go look at what they were watching because, as I'm coming to my week and I'm looking at some situations, and then I see G.I. Joe's on, and then Storm Shadow. I was like, oh man, these are people from, these are people finding my old movies from this shit already started happening. Kings County and Coney Island was trying to murder me. Like they was trying to hit me with injections. It was like you ever play Monkey in the Middle? Like people try to hit you with injection here, try to hit you with injection there. They were continuously trying to kill me. Like it's like they just wanted to end existence and stuff. So I went, I went, Kings County tried to do it with a martial arts movie when I was a Dalai Lama, and when I was educating the Ming family. So you know, when 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 I was in Kings County, they tried to kill me when I was in Ming family. The Ming family ended up coming to the psychiatric facility, so Coney Island, and they were checking what was going on because they were like, yeah, listen, some crazy shit happened in the astrological tree, so they needed to know what was going on. So they went to Coney Island and this was a psychiatric facility. When they were checking the situation to find out what that situation was about, because during the time I was staying at Kings County, I asked them, I said, can I go stay at the Asian department because they have a psychiatric facility, for people with different languages. I said, let me go to the Asian when I feel comfortable with it. They didn't want me to go. They put me with the black people and stuff. Mostly that wanted to kill me and shit. The people that wanted recognition that wanted to kill the Genghis Khan family because the Rwanda people were in the hospital and they were going after the Genghis Khan family. Something about the family of Genghis Khan. And then but what they happened is they tried to kill me. They tried to kill me in the movie, playing a movie sequence when I was in Dalai Lama, and I was literally I was watching it when I was in Dalai Lama, and then when I was with the Ming family, when I first when it was Charlotte Charlene versus it was like a Charlotte versus Wu Tang or something type of way, but it was the one with the Ming family. And then another person doesn't know which one was in the movie. So while I was in the movie, I got hurt on the cat like defending the castle of the movie and moving my wife a certain type of way, one of my wives, but my wife that I was moving, she ended up violating and dishonoring the point of enlightenment of the Ming family, and this is why I got hurt in the movie, and then I had to save her life. So, the family didn't know about their metaphysics for their martial arts a certain type of way so they can make a difference, and then they try to cover it up. So, they didn't want to be embarrassed a certain type of way, right? Because, the Mings, people try to dishonor the Mings through time because they try to manipulate them because they didn't learn their education. And, the family legacy is very long. So, for a certain season, I'm a star being under the star. So, and they tried to, they played the sequence of the movie and I almost passed out while I was in the facility. And then on top of it, right after that, they said since they did it once, they played the sequence again. And they didn't want them in the computer room another time. They played the sequence again and then they hit me with an injection. So they tried to really kill me and shit. And when the Mings realized we had a real situation, it was like a fight within the Ming family or certain type of way. So when the Mings went to go check, I ended up going to Coney Island psychiatric facility to get psychiatric allowed me to do so, bro. Because the things I was already speaking about, and then and then coming to find out that the people of the social economic is really targeting me because of my ideas. I came up with the cars and stuff, and and the bank ideas, the pod ideas for the strollers, the future strollers, and the pods, then sanitation idea, the car tire ideas, all the things I came up, the ideas I came up with, and then other ideas that I had, it was so much. Like they were like, what happened, And I told you I'm a little Bill Gates, but I had future plans in the future, so I had to heal at a certain point, looking like this, come with my futures, just to be able to make sure that there's a future, because the ride has to be the shield. I'm gonna let me get to this now. I'm telling you. So when I went to Coney Island facility, the Mings were checking on me, and then they tried to kill the Genghis Khan family a certain type of way because something that happened. They went to go kill one of the Ming family, but they ended up trying to kill one of my sons from the Genghis Khan family, and then they tried to kill my other son from the Qing family. So that didn't work out for them right then and there. So I couldn't change the channel when they were trying to kill my son in Pineapple Express. and the only one that could really save him is really me because they were mad that I saved the nigga life when I was at my house, and they wondered how did I do it and stuff, right? Because they were like the only person that has access naturally to change the channel to save somebody's life would be me if I felt like it at a time. This is why I think they hired Rags, and he's over here. I'm renting a place right now. You know, I'm renting this place where I'm at. And then the nigga's doing magic, slamming doors every now and then, like the nigga crazy. He's trying to make me change. You know, you're not gonna be able to do something like that because I'm not favoring the people. You know, even the energies and forces of life already know I'm not favoring the people that's in agreement with him because I don't want to be with his mother and I don't want to be with them niggas. You know, like for a long time they done tried to murder so much of my family, tried to kill my family of love. The nigga don't know what he did, you know? Like the nigga must not realizing what the fuck he did, so I don't know what he did for, you know? So I had a dream just now with this chick named Siobhan Songs. That's his, you know, that's that's Liv. But you know, his mother hosts the body of her humane condition at the time because some oath she took. So the spirit be hosting the body a certain type of way for protection, a certain type of way for them. So they'll switch off. So it looks like, you know, it's the endless, and then on top of it, she be trying to learn other people's magic and stuff. So, you know, and they was trying to kill my family in Colombia. Like she was in Colombia, you know, trying to do martial arts and trying to kill my family in the Colombian hierarchy. I think of the martial arts temple or something. And but it, you know, I guess she was doing worldwide competition over to Asia. But you know, I seen a picture of her in Colombia, and where she was, I said, oh man, you know, she she, you know, I don't know if it was Japan she took the picture in, but she was in Colombia and she was wearing like white, red, and blue shorts. So I knew she was going to go after individuals in Puerto Rico. So you know they had something to do with, you know, they're going after Puerto Rico and those colors at the time. So that means America, Puerto Rico, they're going after Colombia. Most likely they're going to infiltrate with Mexico. They're probably trying to go after Athena's temple. They're trying to get to Helen of Troy. So they're trying to hit certain sequences in the paradigm, and they use, you know, the energy is used in certain people to torture individuals. If a person's not paying attention to their astrological tree, to what's going on in their human condition, you have a real Armageddon in your hands on astrological tree because if I don't want to be with my wives, what you think is going to happen to people? Like, you're going to really kill people. My wives are really in the spiritual realm. They're alive in a spiritual realm, and they really kill people. Man. Like, and that I'm the real Zeus, my nigga. What do you think these? If I'm gonna do what do you think is gonna happen to people? Every person I love is gonna be. Yo, listen. You ever seen a chick in Casino? That's all you need to know. About. That's it. You, casino, casino is age. You know, age, age is age look like Angelina. She looked like what's that girl? The actor's name. And she looked like the chick from Casino, but she had white hair. But she looked like the chick from Casino. But the reason why they made her look like that chick is because they went after Donta. And this is, you know, that was the beginning of the infection again. You know, Donta cries every time that shit comes on because it gets her sick and stuff. They make her feel like a crackhead, like they're gonna torment her. That's how they did it. They almost killed her in Salem, my nigga. She was a wonderful. Jonto was a wonderful lady that they almost killed in Salem. Like, you know, she been willing so much to me through time and stuff. You know, she probably got a little tired. And then Rags, you know, Rags is a very handsome man, and you know, since I'm looking like this, a lot of people couldn't tell the difference of what I really look like. Donthal played in 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 DuckTales, the cartoon, Mother, in a way, at times like Mother Beagle. Well, not Dontor wasn't Mother Beagle, but Dontor and my wife used to, switch off a certain type of way at a time. My wife, my wife Dontor, my wife Dontor played Mother Beagle in DuckTales. You gotta know this, my wife Dontor and Dontor, but they're two different astrological trees and stuff. Dontor is with my wife. She, I don't want to speak about my wife cheating. They, 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 they had to be careful. I spoke about her situation with the humane condition concerning animals and manipulating. I have a YouTube documentary speaking about that. You know, when I don't wanna speak about certain other situations and stuff. But these are people, when rags them in trouble, they run to these my empresses because they feel like they're bitches. So they run to the empresses and says, "I'm gonna make you come back because you've been missing too long. I miss you, all type of stuff," and then they want to see this energy. But I'm feeling the magic. But when I'm hearing it, the magic means nothing because what they really did was they offended every empress they run into. They tried to murder and kill. But the way they did it is by playing the good guys, like the 500. You ever seen what 500 did to the 300? They try to get rid of their consciousness ahead of time to get to fuck other astrological empresses and cause bad human conditions that almost ended the physical reality. They're the ones that almost ended Greek. They were the Clash of the Titans that almost ended Greek. The ones that made Morgan Le Fay go wrong. You know the story of Morgan Le Fay. You know the story of you know Rags. Rags. How can I say this? Rags is the one that tried to infiltrate Colombia and tried to bring down Colombia because I'm the one that made Colombia, but Colombia, he even tried to infiltrate Shaolin Temple, but I'm the one that really made, certain individuals. So he was trying to learn certain forms of martial arts that was hiding him. So he was the one they call him Christopher Columbus because they tried to kill me. This is, the story of Jesus is when they tried to kill my son. I'm a man that's very cool. Even when I was in Florida by South Beach and stuff, there was a lot of things going on and stuff. I guess they wanted me down and out and stuff, but I wasn't down and out. But another person at the time used an excuse like he was checking the light, but he was just trying to kill my son and stuff. So my son tried to let me know how serious situations was for him at the time. I was just happy, I got to even acknowledge and see my son all the time because, usually I can't even be around them because how serious situations be in life. So, you know, Rags, Rags tried to infiltrate Colombia. This is why you have the story about Christopher Columbus. I'm American Vespucci, but you have the story about Christopher Columbus, and then also that that I'm the West Island. So you gotta know the real allegory behind situations. Look, you have, your homeboy is gonna go for another shot sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try to do all funny things, seeing yourself slamming doors and all types of shit. So, these are individuals playing good guys. It's for pussy in life. And let me explain something to you. So you see the dream I had with your boy Songs just now trying to suck my dick, talking about shit with Minty and shit, trying to kill me. The chick lives and shit, right? She don't want to look like the way she looks. Live look like they're thicker. They're thicker than others. They're real thick. When they have bigger heads, their heads are real big and stuff. Or certain type of way and stuff. They don't have small heads. They're real big. These are the ones that The HITe and lIFe is the ones that radicals and Britney Sugar try to infiltrate the elf calendar. Like they tried to ruin the elf calendar. They went after the sun calendar. They went after the astrological tree of the sun. The sun's on me. You know, I'm the little wild Cyrus. I'm the head of it with the astrological calendars, the moon, the sun, the stars. So they went after they were the ones that caused the sun calendar and my situation with Jet Li before. You know, the nigga caused, my wife, almost to lose her life and stuff. So, there was something I did for my wife and stuff, and they tried to manipulate it. But the sun calendar, the elves, was something to be fixed for them a certain type of way. I can't deal with that situation because, I am a miracle Vespucci, but I'm not gonna deal with a situation a certain type of way because I'm not gonna let it fuck up my privacy. Because Jet Li's mother, in a way, they had gotten to her legacy of her lineage a certain type of way that was of the moon calendar, and they tried to fuck up, his mother's life because they don't want his mother manifesting because she's so powerful when it comes to the astrological tree, of moon magic. So, they were scared of her a certain type of way, but is his mother of the higher astrological tree. Another person doesn't know what's really going on with Jet Li, and I've seen they keep playing that sequence before, so I knew they tried to infiltrate, the calendar when it came to her magic a certain type of way. And then, then they probably go into a social economics, probably about the cloth, probably about clothing. Probably a person's going after, clothing. So you'll see that bitch like Taylor Swift. Like the other day I was watching something where it was on the, something about church, and this chick, the greatest stunt people that does certain things, like a nigga was cracking his knuckles, cracking his neck, somebody knuckles, another nigga was riding a rail, like he was skiboarding on skis and riding the rail and coming down a spiral staircase. And then there was another nigga that was shooting arrows and stuff. He was so skilled, to shoot arrows. He was so nice. The arrows, it was some show I was watching, and they tried to infiltrate a certain type of way and stuff, dealing with situations like that. There was a chick that was since she'd been doing martial arts for so long, she was coming down showing you like things of the cloth and hanging around. They tried to, Taylor Swift, the chick that they call Taylor Swift, and she is living situation a certain type of way. I noticed it, and they don't like me noticing because the person's using her magic. It's not a live. Live. Well, live was learning. Live. It was live human bacteria condition, trying to look like individuals from the moon. She tried to look like. For a second there, it looked like she tried to manipulate individuals and try to look like my Star Water life. But it was individuals from the moon, the astrological tree of the Star Water Watch. But I knew it wasn't my Star Water Watch. But it looked like she tried to manipulate it at a time, and then she looked like Taylor Swift and stuff. So, and then she was doing some cloth martial arts coming down, like showing you the art of the allegory of the cloth, and how people say symphony music, or she was doing it, and I said, wait a minute, this looks like age, looking like live, infiltrating the main astrological tree again. and then trying because it must the astrological empress of the Ming's the one that dishonored you. Something in the bunch of I tell you I gave their magic back, right? Live on YouTube. So the she's gonna be one of the empresses is gonna be out there looking like, she's the astrologer. She's gonna get old. She's not gonna have her youth. She's gonna get old, but she was already showing her representation out there to show you that she's ready to be on some gangster shit, and then she's gonna try to kill her family for their power because that's this how low pan almost died. They invited him to the restaurant, and then now they're gonna start the struggle for the family power and magic, and it's like it's gonna be a little Armageddon for the Ming family all over inside the Ming family because you got one that's gonna slowly, people's gonna get killed and stuff like that. They're gonna try to make deals within the family for power to stay alive and then for a family branch to stay alive, and that's gonna kill the rest of the family because you can't connect too bad. You can't connect uh, uh, two different nervous systems and cause a bad joint at a time. And then they're gonna probably try to get in. The main Empress exclusive getting into golden body martial arts. That once she tries to do that, she's gonna say, you gotta be golden body, and she's gonna go after individuals that do golden body, iron body. She's gonna go after she's gonna go after. She's gonna end up going after, individual. Let me tell you, they'll go after motorcycle individuals. They're gonna think motorcycle individuals or certain things. You know why they're ignorant? You know what happened one time in the Galactic War a long time? This happened in Ireland and in England. It was a motorcycle gang called, Iron Man that got around. It was called the Ironclad and stuff. And a person look at allegory and art and they think about it, but it was used as a representation. So if you ever had bait? Well, that was a bait. That was the bait because when you go there, you find out they had nothing to do with nothing, but it was the bait and stuff. And then other people gonna start calling for help, and then people gonna try to figure out where the iron body and all type of thing is. So a person. So the main families are probably gonna start getting killed and murdered. She probably already started doing it. Probably started going to old sequences, killing and murdering people, calling for some old gang meeting. You gotta know this the gang meeting she's gonna call for is gonna have mad black people there. It's gonna be one lady with mad black people. Because that's what's gonna kill her. So she's gonna be in a meeting with mad black people, and then she ain't gonna look like she ain't gonna look like she's a maid when that shit happens. So you gotta be careful. If you're not international security, and then after that means they're going after land. Because after that, if they're going after land, you gotta watch out for your land because what I'm saying. I don't want to get caught with no chick that's some desperado, and I don't need no old pussy that done stuff with other men. So I don't need them manipulating their physical reality to how they look, trying to make a deal with the empress that felt like so she most likely she's gonna go after certain empresses that look good inside the main family that she try to cause to fuck up, or the Mushu family, or she gonna go after individuals that live in Mushu. And because the reason why I said Mushu is because Mushu is a garden, so she's gonna go after nurturing to go manipulate her physical reality to look like a certain empress. So they're gonna get an individual from era calendar, and they're gonna she's gonna start trying to look different. She's gonna pay them all type of money to get a light, and then talk about she's gonna come sex me and then spoil my dick and all type of shit that she can't get light and try to figure it. I'm having a situation problems with the era calendar right now, so I don't want to be with their certain children that they fucked up. That's my family a certain type of way. I don't want to be with them because we gotta know about the human condition, and then the air and light, the rest of the elders of the air and light of the calendar of the era fucked up because their spoiled children is running around with invisible magic and shit. So fucking up people's reality of a stoneman. They're fucking up people's foundation and shit. You know, you'll notice there's a lot of tar around in stoneman. You know, you'll start seeing certain things in tar. You know, stoneman's around about to fuck up the individual's foundation and shit. And then they're gonna go after my caretakers of my land. So most likely they'll go after, you know, they're gonna start going after politicians too, like llamas. They're gonna look for ninjas. They're gonna look for individuals that cook. You know, they're gonna go after mushu. They're gonna go after individuals that know how to ginsu. They're gonna go after. They're gonna go after what's it called? Cherubims, petards, all type of different ancient things they're gonna go after and try to find individuals all the time. They're gonna go after the, the even one time they went after these niggas named the Gulams and stuff, right? These people, man, endless situations, and then they're gonna go after the Scorpion King. Oh, I meant to tell you that, the Black Scorpion Empress. I gave her magic back, Oh, so she probably looking real stupid right now. I didn't tell you that, huh? Oh. Yeah, I gave her magic back when I was in New York, in Brooklyn. I took it away, and then she tried to kill me. She sent Walter Paul after me, to fuck up my human condition. You know, he tried to fuck me with rats. That's what she didn't know why I took her magic away. It was because of Walter Paul. Literally, ahead of time, she didn't know what was going on. She sent the nigga to come fuck me up, and because of that nigga, I took her magic away and fucked up. So she's gonna end up getting fucked up. There was a show called Scorpion where the niggas that was already targeting her was on the show. I think they tried to fuck her on the show. Like they literally tried to fuck. They tried to fuck her astrological tree up on the show Scorpions. The niggas that really that caused all the shit was on the show Scorpions, and all because of what? Because of that Jackie Chan movie when he tried to kill that same Scorpion. The chick from the Kim Kardashian show when they were on the boardwalk, and that chick that thought she was popping like it from related to the Kardashians that ate the fucking scorpion on the boardwalk and shit. The fucking the ninja scorpion. What was it? Is it Era Invisible Ninja? Nah, it wasn't. Invisible Ninja come had nothing to do with Era, but they called like they had this fucking little gang name or something, and they and the chick, I think she was the bad human condition of the court system, of the jurisdiction of the court system. You know, let me tell you why they tried to kill me before Boogie Night. They went, the individuals of the human condition of my Scorpion Empress, when she cleans her higher astrological being of her planet, the bad bitches, the stink bad bitches that um, they look, they look sexy, but they're the bad human condition. And the scorpions, some of the certain scorpions don't have kids because they're not concerned with having children in the paradigm at the time. So the chicks that was of the humane condition of the martial art blows that they've been going through a certain type of way at a time, they they were in the court system, and then they tried to get the visible, the real, the guardians, the caretakers of the astrological tree a certain type of way to they tried to kill the original guardians and tried to, they tried to learn the magic of the empress to favor the empress, but they were in bad human condition. So they try to deter people from really getting to the empress because the empress is really sacredly protected. So their excuse was to try to deter people from getting to the empress. So one day they tried to turn me away from even speaking to my wife, and then they were checking the situation. Like they wanted my wife to kill me to make people go against me, and then when my wife wasn't killing me, then my wife realized like she needed help in the astrological tree because the people were really trying to kill the caretakers of the astrological tree of the scorpion. So I was like, oh man, I couldn't. When I realized that when I was in downtown Brooklyn and shit, I said, "No, man, that's it. Man. I'm out of here." And then they tried to frame me and shit. You know, they tried to get it locked up. Yeah, I told you they tried to get me locked up, and they told me they dismissed the case, told me I wasn't guilty, but they wanted me to pay some money to the court system. So, so, so this way they were going after my finances because they wanted to win. So the way to manipulate certain situations. So I want to be with my wife. I want to be with my wife, but I can't be with my wife with these people. And my wife that I'm gonna be with, according to their situation, is extremely sexy and pretty. She doesn't have no big fucked up head. She don't have no big head like the rest of them. She don't have no round, funny looking shaped head. Like the ones I mean, my wife I'm gonna be with is a wife. You know, I know how I'm gonna find the astrological tree to all their points of enlightenment, to even their sacred acknowledgement of their high achievement. So I'm not worried about that type of situation, but the people want to know how. There's nobody gonna pick and choose how I'm gonna do it. I'm the one that made it, so I know how I'm gonna do it. So you know, I noticed that they were getting into their situation, and then you had this bitch that was trying to, I guess, you know, the humane condition was coming out with individuals that was trying to make the humane condition a certain type of way, and then you had this bitch live trying to marry into the film, trying to be into their film because she's going after everybody that you have any type of not you. And bitches, Ravage Baby and Sugar is gonna ruin everybody's life, man. They were gonna ruin that shit. You know, I don't know nothing about that situation. And then you have other chicks from other astrological trees, like certain of the main points, dishonored the names of it. You know, Ming's been through a lot. They tried to finger pop the Mings and all type of stuff. This is why when I was looking and reviewing the situations on the Chicon in Japan, I wanted to run over to Japan real quick because I'm like, how y'all niggas is on buses and letting individuals do things like that. Don't get into them fucking you know, man, uh, the triads and them fucking and the other niggas, you know, the your anyway, don't get into those situations with individuals, man, because those are niggas in times that just banded together. Y'all like fallen stars, and then you used to be like the side assassins for rags and greed and shit with certain houses that then dishonored the astrological tree. They did disrespected and dishonored the astrological tree, and you know, and individuals went after their secrecy a certain type of way on live television, a certain type of way, and then you know you have individuals that try to wrong my family astrological tree a certain type of way because you have individuals from the Ice Galaxy that try to blend into the Triple Crown Empress astrological tree. You have individuals from, the Ice Galaxy monkeys try to manipulate the astrological tree of the Triple Crown Empress by, even in zodiac signs, they try to go after my Empress magic and zodiac signs. And I actually recorded it on a tip one day, and it yeah, it was so real. I seen they almost fucked up and the zodiac signs. I see they almost fucked up the koalas right. Yeah, these monkeys from the ice galaxy, they went too far, because they're fucking cats from the ice galaxy, certain of your fucking cats. If you don't know too much about zodiac signs and different galaxies, it's too bad for you. And as a person that educated is good, I'm hope so. Because, I seen what they were trying to do and stuff. So, and then another chick that they already had attacking me because, she wants triple crown empress magic is chicks in the triple crown. This chick named just being serious. But she's trying to fuck up. She's a one shot deal. This chick. She's trying to fuck up. She's trying to fuck up Helen. She tried to fuck up Eve, astrological tree. She tried to fuck up I don't want to get into it. That chick is a dangerous chick walking around in the physical reality. Another person having some real shit. Her shape, my wife's shape is coming out a certain type of way of her human condition, filtering her human condition. So, she got a real fucked up nose off situation. Uh, anyway, let me tell you about Rags and Jade and Share those things. They made this, of course, their mother to be barren. They fucked up their mother's immune condition so much that she was barren, she couldn't have kids. Now I try to tell my other sons, when you have the sexual intercourse, I wrote the song for Solomon. When you have a sexual intercourse with people, you gotta watch your forward action or your intent because your dick is like a pitchfork, it vibrates. So if you're going into dark matter, it'll lead you down a dark path. If you're going into a chick that's already barren, it's like fucking a chick that got a sexual transmitted disease on a higher level on an astrological tree, and then her anatomy of the human. Say somebody did some magic where they'll filter in the astrological empress magic. You're on the celestial earth. The empress is on real earth. You're on the celestial earth and you have solar activity. Imagine if you have a chick that comes out a magical realm, and then the empress can't have kids. What type of chick do you think that is? She's gonna try to fuck up your dick on a major level, and I'm the only one that has higher than celestial activity, and beyond higher, beyond high, quantum higher, beyond mega higher, beyond super higher, and they shit can't do that to me because I made the human condition. But imagine my wife filtering her humane condition to her martial arts and literally her humane condition of her planet. That's because their mothers are barren. Rags integrated shield mothers are barren. They can't have kids. And they were marrying in people's astrological tree. They were flatlining the astrological tree at a point. Once they marry into your family, that's a wrap. Like that ain't kids that they having. That's the humane condition that they bring in through at a time of people, one of people that they eat cannibalistically. Two, uh, uh, and they're bringing that child that they're bringing into the family is a virus that can't have a child. So it's killing the sperm and the rejuvenation, and this is why you had sushi. Anyway, man, I don't want to tell you too much about the science and shit. Too bad a lot of people don't know. The Oriental people, they went after the Oriental people. They went after the elf calendar. When you see Oriental people going crazy for fish, those were the bad humane conditions. Those are people that was killing Oriental people. The real Oriental people are wonderful, loving people that can really help you in life. Literally, like if something was really wrong, those type of people, they're very peaceful people. You don't bug them. You don't really bug them type of people in life. Then people are people that you don't really mess with in life because they're different type of Asian type of people. They're Oriental people. They're not even Asian. They're Oriental. So those are people you don't want to ever do nothing wrong to those type of people because you do something wrong to Oriental people, forget about whatever you think you're gonna ever do. Man. Just forget about it. I'm guaranteed. I'm telling you that. Guaranteed. You're not the only ones like that, but I'm just telling you. Like if you once you do something to them, you don't gotta worry about nothing else in life. you you you. You'll be okay. You'll be an Aaron Knight. You'll be an Aaron Knight Stoneman situation. You'll be the honor. You'll be the honesty and the reason of the words. You'll be real fucked up at the time in life. Oh man, the Mushu Garden will have real fun with you. But these people were people that was very highly skilled people and stuff. You know, they went after the astrological thing and stuff. You know, I'm the one that made the Oriental calendar. You know, to the highest empress, to the beginning of the human condition, of their star calendars, of all of them, from from the beginning of from the beginning of their existence. I made all of their calendars. So I'm alive. I'm really alive. If you think. And you know, another person doesn't realize what's going on. Like one time, I see my family going through it showing me fish, all type of stuff that they how they had to live like savages. And I'm like, yo, I had to make a documentary on saying this. I hope they ever heard it because you know they were eating fish. You know, another person was trying to make them kill them so they could. I guess they were kind of committing genocide. Like you know, they had them trying to genocide the human condition and stuff. So I was like, I just didn't want them eating fish. You know. They're not supposed to eat fish. You know, they're different. You shouldn't indulge in a person trying to make them eat fish. I'm a person that really honors myself. You know, I care about my human condition. Going to look. It's like looking for gold in the sea. You don't ever do things like that because now you taking a person doesn't know what's going on. You know, you don't do stuff like that. It's like you have real mermaids in the sea. What the fuck you looking for gold in the sea for? You fucking crazy? You don't hear mermaids crying in the sea all day. You tell you about harpies. Harpies are empresses that were wrong, that are barren, and and, and then on top of it, they they were wrong. So when they sing these songs, you get murdered. If they attract you in the scene they find you, they'll they'll torment your life and murder you. So be very careful with them. There's a real history with harpies. But anyway, let's speak about Rags's Blade and Sugar. You know, um, their children caused them to be barren, so their humane condition to their higher magic to their planet. They're only one jewel. There used to be 10 astrological jewel empresses know about them. So they were one jewel. They tried to kill them. You know, one time they tried to flood into Korea. They tried to kill them when they were in Korea. They tried to kill them when they were in Japan. There was a lot of situations that happened at the time, you know? Um, I know, you know, they went at Vietnam War. It was about, you don't know what happened. Yeah, I've been through a lot. I was in the Vietnam War, my nigga. My nigga, yeah, listen. Let me tell you something how real this situation is. Yeah, my dude, you know, and let me tell you something about how real, you know, Razor's Braden Shield's mothers in a humane condition, they're barren. You can't have kids. So if they filter the magic of the humane condition of their planet or on another person's planet, that child will come out looking sexy and everything. You'll think everything is okay. That child is a walking, you don't need that baby. And this is why they started doing that black market baby racketeering. Because Rags, Edge, Blade, and Shield were trying to go after the caretakers of different planets. And they were trying to murder and kill the caretakers of different planets because they tried to murder 10 good empresses. And for pussy, as they were living, you know, those are individuals like desperados. They were living for the moment. They didn't live to care for what's going on with people a certain type of way. So what they did, they would just clean out, do their magic to their mother's humane condition and come on your plane and tell you they have a baby. And then next thing you know, there'll be like that commercial. There'll be like that commercial on television. Do you want to, hey, do you want to swing with us? Hey, you know, you want to, you ever seen that commercial with that guy and that girl there in the commercial on television? Do you want to swing with us? So they're in a restaurant and he asks this black couple, you know, this and the other, you want to swing with us? And so, you know, we're this, we're that. Like they were trying to keep their sex going to keep their humane condition happy. But people like that, after a while, they end up fat. They end up, you know, flat. They always have flat asses after a while. They end up looking fat. They end up looking Rags share with like the ones that people really went like. You'll have people that filter their human condition, and they'll do some trading wars. Well, those were people that was trying to finish other people's privacy, because Asian people started doing it like this. They started thinking. They said, "Yo, you know something? They wanted to finish a house that had a signature." So they started filtering the human condition, sell it off in the black market racketeering like a baby, and they would give it to caretakers in different land. And if the caretaker didn't know if there was a bad human condition, they would bring it to. Imagine bringing a baby through that been filtered through an atmosphere of magic that stops the legacy and lineage of the prince. That's already infiltrating the secrecy of the astrological tree of even the caretakers of the plant. That's killing the caretakers naturally. That's like a point of the the .01 that's gonna cause the caretakers of the planet to have a stumbling block in their human condition and the mathematics that causes them not to even have children. And by them bringing through that type of anatomy in the planet, it's like if the caretakers of the planet that educate individuals of the planet to make sure the planet is safe. What is going to happen to the rest of the human condition? Because that means you've done past the guard. That's like you've done past the guardian of the planet, and now the guardian already been infiltrated is gonna accumulate because the distance the guardian already traveled. So in the human condition is gonna accumulate to the manipulation, and then on top of it, it's fucking up the secrecy of everything it comes in contact with a certain type of way because it's like a natural mushu. Mushu is different. They send people away a certain type of way, but they actually have a real guard in a certain type of way. And you know, if you bring in a child on a planet that just causes its planet to be barren. That's how Raspberry Billion Shit tried to set me up because other people was wondering. I came back as purity. They tried to confuse everybody in the world and say my sperm wasn't good. And when they did the DNA test, my sperm was like the highest and wonderful. And then this chick, the spirits the empresses that already did wrong in the spiritual realm, already been trying to get at me, and then everybody that's around me a certain type of way that grew at a certain age, just been fucking up everybody's human condition. And then if you had people of the Orientals or elves, elves, you know, different families doing trading wars when it comes to the humans. I'm like a hidden hostage on this earth, and I'm the head of the real head of all astrological trees that look different. And then you have my family members that just wanted my finances that want to forget me. And then on top of it, if I don't want to have sex with one of the astrological tree, they get mad and they just want to kill everybody at the time. So you have vindictive family members like certain of the names, certain of my other families that clean the human condition and send a baby to my caretaker. And then on top of it, if I don't want to be, they're gonna try to checkmate my planet. It's like I was a hostage in Vietnam because of situations like that. I had to clean the astrological tree of my empress. I was a hostage. You remember the hostage that they had? It was me. It was in Vietnam. I was a real hostage in Vietnam. And then, you know, and then the things I've been through in the paradigm of certain sequencing, you have people that have to identify certain things, and they've already been tactically going after the people that can identify certain things at a time. And then the individuals to know what was going on with me, they have to remember how to call certain lights to know what was really going on with me so they could see the reality, but they've already been tactically going after the people. And the people that's voting now are bad humane conditions that done been traded off so much that wanted to finish the American caretakers and the Asian caretakers of this planet. So the caretakers are hiding because the, the humane condition of these individuals done grew, so they're on like a mega monster level, and now you're learning what I told you about why I went after Medusa, and I had to put Medusa away because individuals are going after my wife, Marilyn Monroe, the Madonna, and all my other wives, and I had to literally go filter out the human condition and I was the only one that was able to do that. I'm not doing that shit ever again in life because this is why I'm in this situation that I'm in right now. You think I'm gonna do that shit again? Fucking crazy, fuck you. Yo, listen, I wasn't supposed to even be here. Like my caretaker's supposed to realize at a certain age, I was supposed to be off of this planet. Yo, I was supposed to be already going off of this planet somewhere else. You had Rags watching me that was fucking up everybody's life. That was right because he walks around with white hair, looking like the purity of me, and then he knows element science, ninja element science. The nigga look like anybody a certain type of way that knows certain things, and he manipulates and then fucks up their life and do identity theft. He has kids with the. He tries to have the like he can't have kids, but he'll go filter the human condition and then grow some real virus from far away that's just like that just becomes an assassin. That these individuals went after the Shadow Clone. These individuals become like real assassins, and then they're grown assassins of the human condition naturally. And then he's just from far away coaches them while he tries to implant some world dominance, and then he tries to get his way, and then he's always on the commercial and shit. Individuals been looking for Rags for how fucking long. All they gotta do is call a nigga Rags. Call his name Rags. Call Rags, call Edge, call Blade, and call Shield. That's their name. And then you got them. And my caretakers were smart. That's how they got them. And that's it. Their mothers, age, shade, and live. Rags and Blade and shit. Rags' mother was A. Shade was Edge mother. And Blade was Shade Lay. And Shield, you just gotta know the spelling to their name. I actually noticed that. But they're barren. Like, if they'll act like they have kids, they can't have kids. They'll be sexing a girl, and then next thing you know, say she's like the vital point to the perfection of the empress of the physical realm. She looks like the literal vital point. Like they're going after the vital points of the main empress of the stones. That's very attractive because they live in like a high class living life. So they go after the real pretty girl. So their family go, oh no, he's pretty. This and the other. Oh, don't listen to. For years, for 37 years, they've been telling. Listen, for 37 years. No, I'm going on 38 now. 37 years, they've been telling people not to listen to me and lying to people who listen to this. I got another one calling me right now. Hi. I'm not gonna do it. You gotta listen. You wouldn't even believe that shit. Some stupid shit was calling me because it's already threatening the caretakers at the point. It was at the most threatening the caretakers. So let me be real with you. This is my other phone. My 13477948800 numbers off. I'm using another phone right now. Other individuals are wondering what type of phone I'm using. So I'm just gonna be real. Be very careful, man, because the individual rags in there, my nigga, the nigga be on the new Transformer cartoon. Him and his little bacterial infection child. Yeah, he on a little Transformer cartoon because he already trying to get at the elements of the Transformers because he wanted to bring down pre-prime Trans and stuff. I mean the Transformers. He wanted to bring down Transformers. Um, so much situations, and then on top of it, Rags, Edge, and Blade and Shield. These are individuals that's like paid assassins that go around fighting. They're like mix or match. They're the mix or match. You either mix, you either have sex with the humane condition, or they'll murder you. That's how they get individuals. You either mix or match. This and the other. This is exactly how they get down. I'm telling you. So, and then on top of it, they, when you have a sex with the humane condition, they're finishing your anatomy at the time. Like they're just finishing your dick. Like sperm, they're taking away your sperm. Like if any of these children have kids, if their kids are the humane condition, they're taking away the sperm. It's like if you have a child, say you happen to get somebody pregnant or have a child or something, they say at the time, they'll probably take that child, grow that child like it's their own. So when you check their DNA, to the child is gonna look like they have children, like there's nothing wrong with this situation. It's because they already did the black market racketeering. This is why they came up with the black market racketeering for children, because it was like a trade-off. You know, some people used to have to move their kids to get special education. This nigga started really kidnapping other people's kids just to manipulate and just to have his own little dollhouse, and then on top of it, so when people came to check, they would he would be able to manipulate them, get away, because it would everybody would wonder how is the nigga having kids and stuff, and then on top of it, then he was going after the garden science of other individuals in the future, because he's trying to like cure his anatomy, but he can't do that because he was barren, because I didn't want to have kids with his mother, so I made sure his mother couldn't have kids, you know. It's not no martial arts or nothing I did for her. She killed, he killed his mother. The nigga, listen, his mother has a planet of herself, one planet. In the paradigm, in the atmosphere, the nigga killed his mother, my nigga. The nigga literally sacrificed his mother, my nigga. His mother couldn't have kids because of what he was already doing. And his mother, and one of their mothers okayed it. And you know who it was? It was Liv. Liv caused Age not to have kids. She caused Shay and late Shay not to have kids. Also, Liv, Lay, Shay, and Age. If you're going down and up, if you're going up to down, it's Age, Shay, Lay, and Lay. You know, I'm just being real. And he caused his mother not to have kids. Yo, listen, my nigga, you wouldn't believe it, man. The nigga caused his mother not to have kids, man. And it was the bitch Liv that was such a vindictive, jealous, feminine being that she went all out and stuff. And then they look Asian also. Like when you really know what they look like, they look Asian. But Liv has a look like, you know, she she went after Aphrodite Street. She was going after Nefertiti Street. She went after Sheba, Tashi, Tashi, Tashiba, and there's Sheba. She Sheba. Do you understand what's going on here? They were hidden in the pyramids because the pyramid magic of the dark magic. They were hidden it by the pyramid. They she was Sheba. You let that bitch Sheba go, my nigga. Sheba's like a Leah, my nigga. You let that bitch go, too bad for you, man. You know, I'm sorry for you, my nigga. You know, that bitch is like a natural succubus, of course, that she'll cause the vampiristic, she'll cause vampiristic, you ever watch Supernatural? There you go. You know, she'll cause the vampiristic effect in the astrological. Once Rags Executing Shield start having sex in the astrological tree, she'll cause the vampiristic situations. You know, Rags Executing Shield look like, you know, the niggas from Supernatural also. Sam and Dean. You don't know about that shit, man. You gotta be very careful. Them niggas also, there's individuals that look similar to them also, you know, in the era calendar, and there's individuals that look similar to them in the 10 astrological jewel empresses. There's other individuals that look similar to them that are real super similar people. Be very careful and stuff, you know, these are people that really know the craft also. So, you know, they went after Helen. They went after Hell. They went after the Hell's Angels. They went after Helen before. They tried to make Hera barren before. They tried to make Hera not be able to have kids. They tried to make Donta not to be able to have kids. They went after Athena before. They went after Helen of Troy. They didn't know who Helen of Troy Crown Empress was. They went after Helen of Troy. My wife, Helen of Troy, you know, she knows she's my wife. Even the Crown Empress is my wife. I just don't say. This is why they shot me in Boogie Nights if I wouldn't remember. If I call my wife, she can identify my real husband. But so much of the astrological tree already did wrong. And then I'm on the earth where they did so much trade-off. It's like a scary situation. And then my empress of this earth, one of the element empresses of this earth, you know what she told me one time? I was downtown Brooklyn on the bridge, and I was going to Manhattan, and the chick told me she wanted to be a drug dealer. She basically told me she wanted to kill my caretakers, and she wanted to be a drug dealer. So she just didn't care about her human condition or how her heart was feeling at the time. And this is the element empress of this. The element empress of having the higher earth. And then there's the real empresses of the earth. There's the real empresses of the earth. There's star. This is a star. This is a star empress earth. There's a star empress earth. You're not supposed to have any zodiac empresses here. There's no such thing as any zodiac empresses here. And if there was a zodiac empress a certain type of way here, it was certain things that was hidden in certain regions that's according to the astrological tree, to their humane condition, to their point of enlightenment. It's not supposed to be out the region, and there was none of that situation in the north, or the east, or the west. It was all a certain type of way in other places. So, it, I'm just letting you know from ahead of time and stuff. So, you know, and the animals of the zodiac that were here were the real purity. They weren't of any dark matter. They were the real refinement and regardless. This is why I told you about the ladybug, the lightning bugs, the yellow and gray lightning bugs, the blue and yellow lightning bugs, the yellow and gray lightning bugs, the white and gray lightning bugs, the uh, the white and blue lightning bugs, the the white and yellow lightning and white and gray yellow and gray lightning. But y'all know what's going on. I'm a man of honor. I'm a man of real love, so I know what I'm speaking about. But another person didn't want me to remember and stuff like that. Individuals in LA, they'll murder mad people because they don't want people getting to me because it's like I don't want to be held hostage to people of the fucked up human condition. And then you have people that have been going after sacred books to they've been lying to people saying they had no point of enlightenment, never had a point of enlightenment. And then you have people that was the fallen stars, then people that was literally traded off through time from other human conditions that try to hide their kids and that was supposed to learn certain magic. And then on top of it, the star beings don't want them on their planet because they learned a certain point of education and they might be fearful that, the Empress might cause, send them back to their planet and then we have all type of situations on the planet, and then one of the star beings that was being vindictive for Arabic William Shield that been manipulating the light that been trying to say they're doing this, they're doing that, and they gave so much excuses because they didn't want the Empress manifesting the physical reality because the Empress is like their power of their existence, and then the star beings have been through so much the Empress don't want you to realize that she done already hurt individuals, and then she 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 rolling with the star being a certain type of way, and then she's just trying to get a situation that people want to know the truth about. There's so much difference. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Yo, Bo knows this, what? Bo knows that, what? Bo knows that. Because Bo ain't gonna be able to scrap. So what you know? Niggas won't be first up to bat. No strings attached. Ain't no time for movement. No time for fake shaking. Niggas over here better stop the move making. Yo, listen. Yo, my nigga. I did so much music. The Empresses used to watch me because they had sex. They had sexual dreams of things that they tried to accomplish with individuals to try to fuck them up in life because it was like a galactical war. So everybody was thinking about the survival at the top. And then Rags as the greatest shield mothers were gonna go the hardest because they only had one child and they didn't want to provide evidence through time that they earned my love and this and the other manipulating people knew I didn't want to be with them. The 10 empresses, the 10 dual empresses knew this. And then the 10 dual empresses just comfortable with their anatomy because they're like, they're gonna get into future science, so they're gonna come to find out how to manifest in the physical reality with it and then come to find out, that's what's gonna fuck them. That's what fucked them up also. And then their kids, you know, so much people try to murder their kids already. You know, individuals be already skeptical with their mother the way they make moves and stuff because at times they already did vindictive things for pussy. So the individual is always checking when it comes to the humane condition, what's going on for their pleasure, for the things that they want to do a certain type of way. And then, then my documentaries on YouTube letting you know about the humane condition, because if you fuck somebody that's not your soulmate, you're not your purity, that's a wrap for your privacy. So imagine a suicidal mentality that certain people have 3 times for it. And then you have people that's real purity that's just living like humble on the run. They don't want people to make notice and make noise about their situation. And then on top of it, they just, clean the situation before they come through. And this is why I used to call for Hercules and them. Like, yo, I used to tell Hercules to do me. When I say mutton, my nigga, this was a clean house, but I mean, these niggas is not Rags and shit, because Rags is gonna try to get to me to cause me to be in jail, and then he's gonna try to live my life. It's gonna go. I do not want to be with HIV and lit, my nigga. Rags, Ichabod, Shield been poisoned so much of my love of my astrological trees and even points of the real loves I had. I'm never gonna be with their mother, so their mother knows that situation. So the bitch is all over on YouTube. She'll be looking like Aaliyah all over on YouTube and other ways, just tormenting people. So, and then I don't know if my caretakers are alive. Because my caretakers, if they start drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, it's a wrap. They've been alive so long, my nigga. It's like a wrap. And then you have some of these spirits, these empresses in the spiritual realm that's trying to make individuals think about their privacy and their dick. And I'm the one that refines the astrological tree. So they'll be trying to get niggas to have sex and think that they're in love, like then you should marry this and don't worry about them. They're gonna be, don't let me find out that they did this or this, that. They be already trying to manipulate and fuck up other individuals' lives because they know I'm not gonna be with them from certain things that happen a certain type of way. Like certain emphasis, like you have. I love my Ming family. I'm gonna be with certain individuals and Mings, but I'm not gonna be with the ones that disrespected their points of enlightenment. And once they know that, their family's gonna end up going to war. Then you're gonna have all type of situations. You're gonna have people trying to disarm people in Korea, or you're gonna be talking about doing all type of shit. Because another person's, you're gonna have the bad humane conditions that just go around fucking up people's anatomy, voting, trying to finance, trying to take over social economic systems like what Haitians did. They had vegetation. They went after American economic system. Then after that, they're going to, and then my wife of the, the family of the Clintons, my wife, I love her. So, they already fucked that up, and then my son doesn't want me being with my wife a certain type of way because he, his protection and the things that he do is a certain type of way, and he doesn't know everything about his mother because she's a real trooper. She don't give a fuck. She already be going out, and the niggas be trying to manhandle their moms and stuff. So, it's the funny situation. My other wife lets me know a certain type of way all the time. You wanna know how? I'll be watching Family Guy, American Dad. My wife, the system already be wanting their electrical light system already be wanting to send me out. They don't even. It's like if I'm not with them at the time, then fuck me. It's like, oh, you killing me. It's all this and other than the terrorist. She's like an older fashioned war veteran, my wife. So she, oh, whatever, because there's no arguing with me, and then and then psychotically come check a certain type of, and the reason that's happening to her because the people are you see the niggas smoking cigarettes and the next woman I can smell the fuel. Look, it's supposed to be vented in here, ventilated, and then I'm smelling cigarettes coming from next to it. It's like the nigga got some hole or something was blowing through some hole on this cigarette. Oh man. My wife is like some veteran, some veteran that that she has a sick mentality because the people of her human condition are sick, and she's trying to let me know that she really need help. She's just surviving like me in a way. But I'm the beginning of point of all things, so it'll show you how far back she goes according to this point of enlightenment, where the position on this planet we at. So, what can I say, man? I can't do nothing about it. I'm not doing nothing no more, man. They got shot. They got shot for individuals. I'm in this type of situation. I'm recovering. I own this planet. I gotta wait for certain things. No. Fuck that. And then you got my caretakers that just think this shit is funny because they got their own situation that they're looking out for for themselves because they're like, how about that? Then they turn around and tell you, oh well, you told my yellow, how about our situation and all type of situations. Yeah. So what can I say, man? And now I'm just out here living the life. Well, if you have allergic reactions to, oh Vegas, don't do this. You might have night bowel functions, this, and this. They give all type of cryptic codes on the television. You know, you ever seen the commercials like Trulicity? If you have this, you have affection. I like what I see with Trulicity. Like my wife. I've been looking at these psychotic bitches, and then they tormenting people, showing them that you're living the life, and then they put up the pictures on the wall, like they perfectly framed of the people. And then because the disturbance in the human condition to the higher anatomy of the mommy and her family, I would have just been out like, oh, God, oh, God. For real. I'm the emperor of all love and I'm trapped on earth. Well, I'm having a low. They go live. This is the one. Live. Just live. There's the one. Live. One for me and one for you. You stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. Basically trying to undermine American trust in the system. At the end of the day, the Russian secretary was very absolute. You see that nigga doggy style and shit? You see that nigga doggy style? Nigga put his paws like that for doggy style and back shots all day. Nigga said Christmas is over. The dog just gave a signal, said that's it for Christmas, nigga. Triple crown. Yo, you got so much bacteria, human conditions I don't know their place. They're just trying to figure out where they at. Listen, let me tell you something. My family, we're in the Abbott white space also right now. My family better watch out for that bitch that's on that commercial. I'm gonna take that shit, a diesel bitch. I'm gonna take that shit. That's that bitch that's infiltrating Colombia. Oh yeah, Ice Galaxy work. That Ice Galaxy this guy. He said, don't worry about it, it's almost gone. He said, don't worry about it. My caretakers, they're almost gone in Ice Galaxy. Yo, listen, look. Sky stars gone, right? Look. They don't even got that many stars left. Oh, this is rap too. The Don Tall, the bot. You a what he said? You a bottle bitch, farm work. Oh, here we go. She got so much fucking pets you wouldn't believe. And then on top of it, she tried to kill my empresses of the earth. Like if the ninja element empresses get fuck up and end up with that chick fucking out where they at, it's a rap. She's gonna try to kill. She's gonna try to kill all my ninja element. She's gonna try to kill the empresses of the earth. Not the drug dealer one. The drug dealer one has their own little earth, but she's the empress of a certain. She's the reason of their family astrological tree. They have like nice, they're extremely sexy and pretty. They always concerned about the astrological tree of the empress of they always in some piglet shit, and they always doing some piglet shit, and then on top of it, they 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 always they're real pretty, but those are people that human can those they were like kind of I think the empress of the earth element empress of the higher earth, this other earth empresses. It's a real empresses. But they have a certain situation a certain type of way. I think they babied a certain situation of the human condition too much a certain type of way that cause a spoiling to their mentality that's fucking them up. That's causing because I think they're going after the other empresses, and if other people manipulate and say, oh, this and the other, they're supposed to live a hierarchy existence. But if you have people that spoiled when it comes to their consciousness, and it's just that you don't want their I'll be precise with my vocabulary expression. You don't want the population causing the spoiling of mentality when it comes to the majesties, imperial, and royal individuals. You don't want that happening in certain countries. You know, and my caretakers. I'm a man. I'm imperial, and I'm a majesty, literally, and I'm also imperial, and my caretakers. I'm imperial, and on top of it, I'm a because the position I'm in, I'm imperial. So I'm just gonna be real with you. Then you have you know, you my caretakers gotta know about my situation, and I'm also an imperial, and I'm also royal because all signatures. You cannot be an imperial royal if you didn't come directly from me. It's like get the fuck. It's like at the time, it's like the fight for the dignity. Get the fuck out of the house. You didn't come from the original situation. You're just a continuance of certain things that happened through the astrological tree. You fucked up you were the one of the ones that probably fucked up the calendar, and then you have people fighting for money and fighting for name and rights, and then when their mother checking their situation, they already came through another human condition, and then they want to do certain type of magic and all type of things, and then complicating the mother life on a level, and the astrological emperors and all type. You gotta find out all type of situations. That's why they try to lie for me. Another person is vindictiveness, and then I make my phone calls. You hear, oh, this and the other, oh, so, and then I don't get into it no more. It's just like, I don't know. Yo, listen, man. Love one, man. You continue. You do what you want to do in life. I try to warn y'all. Listen to everything I said on the document. Love it. It's all the fun.